Hello, I'm Matt from the shavingcottery.com online forum. Checking in today to get my shave in. I was kind of lazy this week. I haven't shaved in like 4 days. So I'm going to knock out a shave real quick. I've got our fish fry coming up tonight for my church. So I'm about to run off to the fish fry. So try and knock this shave out real quick. I only have about 20 minutes, so let's see if we can't get it done. And yes, I have not gotten a haircut yet. I know I'm looking rough. Needs to happen. I'm already lathering my soap because I'm short on time, but I will show you. My soap tonight is Seaforth Fleur de France. This is a soap that I picked up during the Christmas holidays, and has a really nice flowery scent. It says geranium, citron, rosemary, which I really like rosemary, cormoran, oak moss, which I like, and white musk. Fleur de France, awesome stuff, made by Seaforth. Super happy that we have their brand. They just put out some awesome soaps. So I got about, maybe about 30-40 seconds worth of load time on there. My aftershave today is going to be the matching Fleur de France aftershave, and then I have the Art of Shaving aftershave balm is my balm for the day. Now my razor for the day, I just honed it this afternoon. I knocked out a big project at work, actually a last minute project, and I had a little time to finish honing my Robeson Shuredge new Science Concave. So it is a bellied hollow ground vintage razor. So the bellied hollow grounds, they've been around a lot longer than just Korat. A lot of people only know them through Korat, but there were a ton of razors, not a ton, they're not super common. There were a bunch of razors that were produced with a bellied hollow or a distinct concave to them, double concave rather. And this is one of them. I have a Korat with the belly hollow, which it's nice. Then I have a Simmons Hardware special number 8, or number 8 special, which is an absolutely phenomenal shaver. And it's just about, rather, I think this Robeson, which by the way is made in America, I think it's just about as old as the Simmons Hardware razor. And now, when I look and try to find these razors, or comparables, the great majority of them are honed to death. And my thought process is they were probably released during a time when there was quite an amount of abrasive hones out there, and the folks had not figured out how to hone these ultra hollow ground razors. So here's my razor. So Robeson Shuredge, and then I'm going to try and show you there you go, you can see it, the bellied hollow. And it is very thin. So got to get my shave knocked out real quick. And this razor is honed .158 on Naniwa Superstones. Rather, the 1K is a professional stone. And the finish on this is with my Nakayama Asagi Kopa with ended up using a Tanju Majiro and then I used a really soft, creamy Tomonagura, which I received from Japanese Natural Stones. When I received my Azuko. And then I finished on, my very last finish was with the Nakayama Tomonagura. And it is a very sharp, very comfortable edge. I think I'm getting the hang of the JNats. And this razor was super easy to hone, by the way. The edge just kind of came together. Had a bunch of little, maybe 1/16 inch, maybe less than that, chips in the edge. And that took me a little time to clear out. Looked like somebody may have been playing with it. Tapped it against the edge of something a few times, and then came to me the way it is, but still turned out pretty great, even though I had to take just a little bit off. The hone wear on it really isn't all that bad at all. Now, what's been up this week? Other than deadlines at work, I had a tree company come on Monday, and they ended up trimming 4 trees . Trimming 4 and then taking out or cutting down 3 from our yard. We had a bunch of trees that were growing right underneath the power lines. They really needed to be cleaned up. And then where we're starting our garden, we had a huge oak tree, probably, oh, I don't know how big it was. The stump's probably 3 foot across. It was leaning terribly, and we decided last year that it needed to come down. Otherwise, we wouldn't have enough light for our garden. So we got that taken care of. Luckily, the company was really nice. First time I ever used them, but they did a really good job. And then on top of that, on Wednesday, on Wednesday we had our stumps, all the stumps that were from that ground out, including some really old stumps that really needed to go. And so now the yard is stump free, the garden is all ready to go. Now this weekend I'm gonna continue cleaning up the yard from the trees coming down. I got a lot of wood to split. I'll probably just stack it up for now, but it's gonna be some work when I end up finally getting to splitting all that from all them trees. But we are installing a wood burning stove here in the next year, so we're not gonna have to worry about what to do with it. Just an excellent shape. I love Seaforth products. They really work well with my skin. Very slick. Always plenty of lather. And the razor is just killing it. I'm just loving the shave. I knew I had a pretty good feeling. I love these double concaves, or new Science Concave, whatever you want to call it. They just shave amazingly. And especially with the fresh JNat edge, it's just awesome. Okay guys, I'll be right back. Sorry about that, guys. I forgot that I told my darling wife that I was going to move my truck out of the way so that she could get out. She does not drive a stick shift, so I had to make a pause so I could get that done for her. I don't even really remember where I stopped, but won't hurt. Not too terrible, much left. Looks like my razor took off a little imperfection. I guess it'll be a little bit more perfect from here on out. Man, I'm just loving this edge. I threw in the use of that more creamy Tomanagura, and kind of made the difference. Not really much take off there. All right, guys. Shave's done. This is up to me. If I had more time, I'd probably do another pass because the razor's shaving so amazing. But I really have got to get on the road. My razor ready. See how the alum does. A little bit right here. And my typical spot right here. And that little pimple or whatever it was that I took off. Knowing my age, I'm starting to grow moles. So who knows, maybe I took one off. It doesn't belong there anyway, whatever it was. All right, so now I'm gonna rinse off, throw my witch hazel on. I'm trying desperately to use up the last of my witch hazel, which seems to be lasting forever. I have been working on this bottle of cucumber for a long time, but I don't use quite as much as some. Some guys you really see it slather it on. All right. And like I said, I'm going to finish up here with the Seaforth aftershave, and I'm going to go with Art of Shaving Lavender. Don't really have anything that matches Fleur de France for a balm, except for this. This is probably as close as it comes. I probably could have gone with an unscented balm, but this will work fine. I'm sure it'll complement it. Really nice shave. I think I probably could have hit a little bit more on my upper lip and right in this little spot and right under my chin where I always have a little something. That's all right. And I always put my balm on first. You can put your balm on after your aftershave, whatever makes you happy. But I feel like whenever you layer your aftershave after, you're getting a good application of your balm. And then your splash kind of shines after that. Oh man, that's a really nice scent. I really enjoy it. I know some of the guys were saying it was a little bit flowery for them. It's kind of whatever a guy likes, and I've always been a lavender fan, and even though that doesn't have lavender in it, it just kind of works for me. Guys, if you've stuck with me all this time, please please subscribe, share. Come on by theshavingcadre.com, hang out with us. We post our member shave videos there. There's a bunch of other guys doing it, including Handlebarber Dave, Long Haul Tanker, The Cutthroat Journey, Bill M, Nurse Dave, and many more. And Rich Blout, Rich Shaves. And guys, that does it for my shave. I gotta get going. Thanks for stopping by, and I will shave with you later. Take care.